Hello everybody, Tony from Hearns here with what will probably be the final installment of the YOKOMO SO2.0. The car itself is built as you saw in the last one, but now the electronics are in. I opted to do this at home because you didn't need to see me fiddling around trying to work out what's going to go where, and it's not really entertaining viewing. As I said last time, we're using, I'll turn these around, we're using all Orca electronics in this, the Orca Blitzstream 21.5. Yes, I know it's only 21.5, but I'm old and my reactions aren't as good anymore. And the Orca Totem ESC. As you can see, these are already mounted in the car, ready to go. The Totem ESC has got a very small footprint, so it's really easy to mount. And I've put the on-off switch on top of that. I've got my receiver next to it, which is a FlySky FGR 4P, because I'm using a FlySky Noble MB4, which I've got quite a few of my cars on. The servo, is a highest, excellent, speedy, inexpensive, and really does the job nicely. So I've mounted all that in the car. Now, for those of you who are wiring Nazis and go, oh, you haven't shortened all the leads and everything, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I don't do any of that. My electronics tend to move from car to car. It's okay if you're just going to leave these electronics in the car forever, but if you're not, then it doesn't work. So all I do is I just zip tie them up, try and tidy them as much as I can, but I'm not that obsessed about it. If you want to be, that's fine, but not me. Now, the motor sensor wire, which you can't see here, goes down here. There's a channel underneath here in the chassis, so the sensor wires goes down there and then comes up out the back. That keeps it right out of the way. It does look quite neat. Now, I've got my wires are reasonably short for here, so that's okay. They're ready to go. Negative at the back, positive at the front. I always set all my cars up like that, so that I don't have to remember it. I know that's how it goes. Batteries in there. It's a shorty pack. Now, the setup on the Totem ESC, you've got two options on the setup on the Totem. This is option 1. This is the Orca program card. You've got the lead there. The lead goes into the program card, and then it plugs into this port here on the top of the Totem ESC. Lift that up so you can see it a bit better. There's the port in there. Goes in from the top, so it's easy to access, unlike if you put it on the underneath or on the side, you can't get to it, but it's set up for that. Now, I'm not using the program card. I've gone for the Orca Bluecon Bluetooth setup. Pull this out now. I'm going to plug this in. Right. Now that is now ready to go. I'm going to run you quickly through how you use this to set up your car. Can't see from where I am. That's there. Transmitter on. And now turn the car on. I'm going to stand up for this bit. This makes it a little bit easier. We're going to navigate through Here we go. This is the Orca setup. If you look there, you can see there's a red light on the Bluetooth connector. Got the LED flashing here on the Speedy. ESC setup. Here's the main page. File name, we're going to go YOKOMO. Save, running mode, forward brake, that's what I want, confirm. We've got LiPo cutoff, we can have low, middle or high. I'm just going to leave it set at middle. Punch level 5, and I'm going to drop that down a couple because I'm not terribly good anymore. Drag brake is off. Brake punch set at level 2, I'm happy with that. Reverse force is at 50%. I like all of that, so I'm going to hit done on all of that. So I'm going to hit save again, and now we're going to hit send. Send success. So that has now sent all the settings that I've just asked for through to the ESC. And that's all I need to do. It's very, very simple. I'm going to turn that off now. Turn the car off. Pull out the connector. And if we turn it all on, back on again, that all works. And let's hope that the motor works. And indeed it does. I've got no opinion on yet because I have no idea what to gear this at. So it's all very, very new to me. But that's all very, very simple. It was done in just a minute, and I didn't read any of the instructions for this. It was pretty much self-explanatory. I was going to do it with Brett here, but he said no, you won't need to. It's very simple, and very happy with how that works. So that's pretty much ready to go. I'm now going to turn that off and turn this off. I'll just pull this out now to show you. Here, that black tape there, that's where I've run the motor sensor wire through there, and it comes up, goes in the back. So you've got a really, really neat setup there. There's just enough room for me to fit a transponder in here. That should be okay. Sometimes I've had issues with aluminium chassis in it where it hasn't quite worked. But I'm assured by everybody that it's not a problem with this and that we're not going to have any trouble. So that's the end of the SO build for me. Conclusions, it's a really, really good car to build. I didn't have any real issues with it. The shocks, the new 13mm big bore shocks are just amazing. Really, really good. Just sitting here on the bench, they're just working beautifully. I think I'll be able to fine tune them to get them just right. Although most of the time I don't bother because the vehicle's capabilities are usually way more than what mine are. So that'll be all right. The precision and the fit of everything, all the parts, very, very good. Hard to find any sort of fault with any oils. It was a joy to build, and I'm actually half thinking about getting another car, not one of these, but maybe an MS 1.0 or something, just for the fun of building it, because it really is nice to build. The instructions are pretty good. No real issues. And the good thing is there's a wealth of YOKOMO knowledge here at Hearns, not so much with me, but certainly with Brett. So if you've got a problem, you can call in here or just phone up and say, I can't get this to work. We can help you out. Now, I will be stripping the back end of this because I'm going to put a ball diff in. I've got the optional ball diff kit, and for the a lot of the running that I'll be doing, the ball diff I think will work a little bit better. But either way, I'd want to have one available as an option no matter what. So I'll build one of those up. I've got a couple of other options that I've still got to put on. I've got fan mount and a couple of other little bits and pieces that I've forgotten, but Brett put them in the box and gave them to me, but I haven't gone any further with it. So I'll get around to them later. And obviously I need to paint the body shell. It will be in basically yellow and pink so that the car is as offensive as possible, and it will be very easy for me to see it on the track. The 67-year-old eyes aren't as good as they used to be, so I need something that's really, really bright and is going to stand out. Problem is that everybody else is going to see it too, so when I get things wrong, which I will, everyone's going to get a chance to laugh at me. But having driven the RO, which is the Junior Burger version of this, if you call this a Big Mac, at Knox, I think it was about 5 or 6 weeks ago, it made me look good, and that was just the base version. So this one should be even better again. I'm really looking forward to it. Hopefully the pink tyres will work. If they don't, we'll have to go to non-pink ones, but for the moment I want to keep them. All in all, this has been a really good journey, my first trip down the YOKOMO build line. Hopefully I get to do some more in the future. So we're going to leave it there for now. You may see the final painted body possibly on a Hearns Live in a couple of weeks' time, when I've got a bit of time to paint it, and then I'll be able to get it out on the track. Might give you a quick report after that. But for the moment, the YOKOMO SO is done. Hope you've enjoyed watching the series. I've certainly enjoyed doing it. I'm Tony from Hearns. We'll catch you later.